WSSU Ram Nation. The season hasn't even started yet, and WSSU players are already being overlooked and written off. And I'm not feeling it. And I'm going to tell you why on the other side of this break. WSSU Ram Nation, what's going on, everybody? It's SJG. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. I need you guys to do two things for me really quickly before we get started. If you haven't already, please hit that subscription button. Again, we're trying to get to 500 subs by the time the season starts on August 31st, and your help would go a long way to do that, so I appreciate you all. Let's get this done as we continue to bring out the content. And then, a lot simpler, if you have already done that or if you hadn't, please go ahead and hit that like button. So, as I told you, WSSU players being overlooked. Let's get to it. Because I mean, right now, I'm kind of struggling.
Brothers and sisters, I'm having a hard time understanding. Brothers and sisters, I'm having a hard time understanding.
Yeah, me too, Omar. So, we get to August, and it's preseason, and they are giving out awards. Well, I'm sorry, they're putting people on the watch list for awards. So the Black College Football Hall of Fame has an award they give out every year. It's called the Deacon Jones Trophy. It's given to the top player in HBCU football. D1 and D2 players can receive this award, so it is very much in play for WSSU student athletes. We've never had anybody win it, but we have had guys on it in the past. And so obviously it's a big deal to be listed at the start of the season. So with that said, I scanned the entire list when it came out on Tuesday, and I noticed that not a single player from WSSU was on the list. Not a single one. Not Mr. Fleming, not Mr. Kyle, and not Daylin Lee.
How?
Hey, I'm trying to figure out how to, Prime. How? Look, so I could tell you why I think this is wrong. And of course, you know by now I am. But, you know, in the words of our great poet laureate, here we go.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
You don't have to take my word for it. Let us go to the tape and see exactly why, at least, in my eyes, Daylin Lee should have been on the list. All right, so what we're going to do is compare Daylin Lee to someone who did make the list, a fellow Division II player from the SIC. Now, if you're not familiar, the SIC is the Division II counterpart of the CIAA. He played at Allen University. He's a sophomore quarterback last year, and he had quite a year. He was the SIC Player of the Year. So let's take a look at his numbers. He threw for 3,183 yards. Anytime you have a 3,000-yard season is pretty damn good, especially in HBCU ball, especially in the D2 world for sure. So really solid number there. Decent completion percentage. Some games was really great, some games not so great. He threw for 19 touchdowns, very respectable, and he threw for 17 interceptions. He threw the ball nearly 400 times, though. It's a good amount. He had a pretty high usage rate, and so those are his numbers. You contrast that with Daylin Lee, who threw for 1,845 yards, which solid in a 10-game season. Not super great, a little bit less than 200 yards per game, so he didn't wow you with his yardage, but let's give him that. And we look at pass attempts. Remember we said David Wright had 392 pass attempts. You have 268 for Daylin Lee, again, as a true freshman. You look at him, he threw for 18 touchdowns, so one less than Wright. But again, if you look at his first 4 games, he threw 1 touchdown in each game, including a game against an FCS opponent, nationally ranked FCS opponent in North Carolina Central, Ohio Dominican, He threw for 1, and then Elizabeth City State and Bluefield. But after that, you start to see him pick up a little bit. He plays against Lincoln University, and he gets 2 touchdowns. He plays against Livingstone. He gets another 2-touchdown game. That was a tough game for him. He was two touchdowns, also 2 interceptions. They lost the game, but as you'll see, was a theme with him this year. He played really well in the fourth quarter. The next game, he bounces back with a 3-touchdown, 1 interception game against Shaw for the win. He also had a 57-yard run and a touchdown. St. Aug game, he was the hero there. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, another one of those games. He was kind of up and down, but in that fourth quarter, he solidified it, as we'll see shortly. And then you look at his last 2 games against 2 tough defenses, Johnson C. Smith and Fayetteville State. He managed to throw for 5 touchdowns, no interception. He did, I believe, fumble the ball against Fayetteville State. I believe he may have had a fumble as well against Johnson C. Smith. Again, you're looking at a guy who was a freshman, a true freshman. And here's some of his tape. So you see him right here. He lets the ball go. Boom, finds the guy right there. Homecoming game. 1 play later, his first homecoming ever. You got Daylin Lee going over the middle in for a touchdown. The game winner. He'll always remember that. He'll always be remembered for that. Hey, I know this film. I shot that film. Really great first homecoming game for him. This is against Fayetteville State, one of the stingiest defenses in the country and in the CIAA. He steps up, throws a great pass, touchdown pass, and he had WSSU cooking early. This is against Lincoln. This is a game where, again, this is his 3rd collegiate game. No, I'm sorry. It's his 5th collegiate game. Finds R.J. Mobley. Here he shows his mobility in the pocket, and he throws a dime right there to another guy not named R.J. Mobley. And I don't know if people are thinking because R.J. Mobley, as you'll see him right here, number 1, is no longer with the program, that Daylin Lee is going to slow down. But, again, this is his 2nd game, Ohio Dominican. Boom, right there. True freshman. This is a touchdown to Mobley in the fourth quarter against Lincoln. That play. Anyway, you'll see him here against Johnson C. Smith. Just a nice flip, really quick read. He knows what he's doing already. Again, guys, this is a true freshman, and he only threw 6 touchdowns. 4 of them came in 2 games in the middle of the season. At the end of the season, he was holding onto the ball, making good decisions with the ball. Here you see him being able to run. Here he is against Fayetteville State again, just kind of getting out there, finding the open guy. Really what you want to see. Again, Ohio Dominican, this is his 2nd game as a college player, true freshman, and look what he was able to do. And again, against Livingstone, boom, he comes out here, he makes this throw. Great catch by R.J. Mobley. But again, you see Daylin Lee has all the tools to be a really good player. This is against Bluefield State. Just quick decision making in between 2 guys. I mean, on a needle. And then we'll look at this throw against Lincoln as well. Another throw here. And so he was just a guy against Johnson C. Smith, one of the stingiest defenses in the country. He finds a way, finds his receiver, again, not named R.J. Mobley. So he's got some receivers. He's got some guys, but he's a guy himself. I mean, he really put it up against Johnson C. Smith. And boom, another touchdown there. So I won't show you all of Keith's video. I definitely appreciate him for posting that, but definitely just kind of give you a glimpse of what Daylin Lee can do. Daylin Lee is, I believe, the most underrated quarterback in HBCU football right now. I truly, honestly believe that. What he did as a freshman, again, 1,800 yards passing, 18 touchdowns through the air, 5 on the ground, only 6 interceptions. And I feel like, even though Coach Barnett is gone, he's only going to get better, right? So a lot to look forward to. And I feel like the rest of the CIAA, they know what's coming. And for everyone who doesn't think that he's going to be that guy,
it's not right, and I know y'all know better than that. Please stop. Please stop.
Well, look, I'm sorry, guys. I just had to get that off my chest. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning into this video. Please make sure that you share this with someone else, a WSSU lover, a WSSU hater, someone who's going to tell me I'm right, someone who's going to tell me I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments some of the players that you're looking forward to seeing this year and what you're expecting. Obviously, we are a couple weeks out. We know that the first game is at Bluefield State. The second game is over in East Greensboro. There are still some tickets left, but they're going fast. I'm thinking about picking up some more myself just because I know the demand is going to go up for them. I already got my tickets. We'll see how what happens there. But the home season is very important as well. Everybody knows that WSSU brings a crowd, not only in the CIAA. Obviously, you look at a Johnson C. Smith. I think our homecoming. Our game against them was more highly attended than their homecoming in terms of people going in the game. Lincoln University was a situation as well. North Carolina Central had, a really great day with us as well. And so we go to these other schools and we fill up their stands and we make them money, but it's hard for us to get that same type. We don't get that type of support from other fans in Bowman Gray, people coming in to see their team, and to be honest with you, we don't get the same type of support from our own fans as well. So great time to buy some season tickets, even if you can't get to every game. If you can give them to someone or sell them or whatever you want to do, but really goes to help support the program because, again, it does take money. So, but I'll leave that to the folks who are the money makers. But I appreciate everybody for watching this stream. If you made it to this end and you haven't hit the like button, please do. And please check out our Amazon affiliate links as well. That will give you a sense of some of the things that you can buy for a game on the road or a game at home that will help out the channel as well. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care, WSSU Ram Nation, and let's make it a great one.